talking about feuds that make a lot of sense to me. I know that there's a lot of people out there who are thinking Malakai Black needs to put an end to Cody and beat him again. And I'm seeing that trending a lot on social media. And, as is the case normally, as SPD always preaches to me, Crayfish, if you disagree, try not to say anything. Try to avoid those landmines, because I just want to tell people, like, I don't think that it makes a lot of sense for Malakai Black to beat Cody in their next match. If that happens, what happens after that? And I think that AEW is a company that is always thinking about what happens after what we're going to do tonight.
Yeah.
And that's what makes this show so great, and this company so great, is that the stories build on themselves and the characters interact with each other, and it feels like it's genuinely a living, breathing organism, right? And our intelligence isn't insulted. And so for me, I don't want my intelligence insulted and to assume that Cody is going to get nuked by Malakai again.
Right.
And then just be okay with that and walk away and move on to another battle. Cody is the type of man who calls himself the Prince of Pro Wrestling. He is the foundation of this company. And if you think that he's going to just be okay with if Malakai beats him again and then move on, I question that logic. And quite honestly, I want to counter it and say, if this doesn't happen, where do you go with Cody and where do you go with Malakai? These are two guys that both need a story. They both need something to give them a purpose.
Yeah.
And I don't know why and I don't know about you, but they're both so good at the visuals of professional wrestling, of the showmanship,
their roles.
Like Cody with the red suit and the bleach blonde hair, and Malakai with his tatted up look and the dark hair. And I mean, these guys lean into the aesthetics of sports entertainment and professional wrestling. They recognize that it's about more than just the moves. And Malakai talked about that at FanFest, how, he can win matches and have the fans eating out of the palm of his hand with just a few kicks. It doesn't take much. And I think both of these guys are veterans that would really benefit from going back to an old Dynamite download staple, iron sharpens iron. I think this is a feud that could really bring out the best in both of these guys. Am I off base here, Bonds? Do you think that Malakai should win in this matchup, or do you me and think that the Nightmare should prevail?
Man, I don't know if I want Malakai to lose this match, but I want this feud to go on for a little bit. I like where they're going with it. Tonight was a good step for it. I thought that they did a good job of making it, like, especially with Black, basically attacking Rosario Dawson. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's okay. Like, you're basically going after a celebrity here and like talking trash to a celebrity that's, supporting Cody. And that's taking it a different step. Like, okay, you're not just like attacking his stable anymore. Like, you're attacking his persona. You're attacking his person. You're attacking his people that support him, which makes it interesting. It makes it more deep, more fun for me as a fan. I want to see where they're going with it. I don't want it to end because I want to see what the long-term plan is. More so than anything, I think that this is set up for a potentially really good storyline that we could have like for months. This could be Malakai's first really big long-term thing that we thought was just going to be quick. We thought it was like, okay, he's going to take out these guys and Cody's going to be off TV because this show, whatever, that'll be it. But now it seems like they're going with something a little bit more long-term potentially. Especially tonight. I thought until tonight, that this was going to be a quick thing. He was going to just kind of go and Cody's going to be out. But man, like Cody coming back, big pop, fighting into the crowd. It was just a big, fun moment for these guys. I think that it was a star-making moment for Malakai because the crowd loves him anyway. They don't care that he's doing terrible things. They love him and they want him to be successful. And I think Cody's the same way in a different light, where the people that want him to be that baby face, that hero, that conquering hero, are going to maybe get what they want. And if not, I think it's going to be a great match either way. I don't think the next one they have is going to be a squash. It's going to be one of Cody's patented long,
The epic Cody,
epic
yeah,
Cody
I love
battles where
it, and
he
he
potentially
deserves it in
overcome
this
the
matchup.
Oh, he does. I think that Malakai's gone after him in a way that I don't think anybody else has really tried. I think QT tried a little bit and it just didn't work out. But Malakai is going at a deeper level, it seems like, and I think it's interesting to me personally.
Well, and to piggyback off of that, right?
Yeah.
I think that if I were booking this, I mean, we've talked a lot about the House of Black, and when I listen to Malakai and in the way he presents himself, this is a man that should be a leader. And so I see the leader of kind of the darkness, and I think that Cody's the same way. I think it's no matter what your opinion is of Cody, you have to admit that this man is a leader.
Yeah.
The leader of the Nightmare Family, the leader of AEW. There is something to be said for that. So I think that you have two leaders, and if I were booking things, I would lean into that. Obviously Dustin was left bloody and beaten by Malakai. And if the rumors are true that are out there, I would absolutely love to see Malakai bring in a Bray Wyatt and potentially bring in a Brody King that Malakai talked to us about. Really building that. And if you had Malakai, Bray, and Brody King against Cody, Dustin, and Shotty Lee, I think that there's something there.
It'd be a lot of fun.
I think that there's something there between Cody and Dustin and Malakai and Bray. I think that there's a lot of things that you could go off of that. And that especially with the Rhodes brothers and Malakai and Bray, that those are performers that really understand almost how to bring a Shakespearean emotional drama and to really pull you in and captivate you in a different way.
It's a different kind of feud. I feel like.
And I think that that's why I really think that tonight made me think about this feud in a very different way. And I think that if AEW leans into it, I think there's a lot of potential long term. I really do.